Hello guys, just a short video today. Received a little parcel today from my dear friend Jeremy of Jeremy's Wild World. Sorry, you just caught me getting a few bits together because I want to get this little baby house. And he just sent me a little jumping spider. He did send me a couple of other little bits with it, but unfortunately the post has been really bad and they've arrived DOA, which happens, guys. You know, it can't be helped. You know, nothing Jeremy did, nothing anyone really did, really, apart from the post, I suppose. Yeah, but I'm really dead chuffed to have received this jumping spider, though, to be honest. So I'm just trying to prepare a little house for it. So bear with me while you might hear me clicking a few things. I'm trying to think what I might pop in here. So I want to sort of like do a nice little setup for it. Let me have a little look, guys. I think this is going to be too big, this thing here. Yeah, that's way too big, but that looks okay. But can I? Yeah, that's okay. Let me have another look, see what else I've got. I've got this weird thing here. Let me have a look, see if this will do anything with the enclosure. So yeah, so he sent me a couple of other bits, a wandering spider and a huntsman and a beautiful little scorpion I've been after, but unfortunately they arrived DOA because of the post took days. It took absolutely days for it to get here. But it happens. This stuff happens, guys. You know, you can't I don't know if this is going to work. Let me have a little look. I've got this sort of thing here. Thinking, yeah, I mean, that is, I do quite like that. That's kind of strange. Now let me have a look to see if the top will fit on with that on there. No. So, no. No. So we'll try something else. So I'm going to get a couple of sort of sticks together and see if I can maybe create something with these sort of like little sticks. I have got these things which I was going to use in there, which was these, but it's too big. Yeah, unfortunately. So I'm going to pop a little stick down there. See if I can. But me jumping spider is alive. It's a Philodopus Wriglus, which is the Florida one. There it is. You see him sitting on the top there. He's moving about, so dead chuffed that he's actually alive. So that's really, really cool. Trying to find just some decent sort of bits to put in here. Preferably not too big, because what I want to do is be able to sort of is this going to be too big? Let me have a look. Let me have a little look. I do have these sticks here which are quite cool, but again I think some of these stuff is just too big, sadly. Let me have a little look, guys, see what I can do. Yeah, I've got another nice little stick here with a bit of moss on it. I could try and see if I could get a bit more of a little substrate in there. Let's just see if this will sort of hold it in place a little bit. what I've got to be able to do is sort of pop the lid on it. I don't want to keep disturbing it all every time I put the lid on. Let me have a little look, guys. Sorry if you're looking at an empty thing there. That's what it is. I mean, there is like that. Which could work. It's just a shame I can't make these sticks any sort of better, really. Have I got any fake plant? Shall we have a little look, guys? One thing I do want in there is a small water bowl. So I might take that out, because I do like that stick. I think that's quite cool. I've got a little water bowl on these little, which I'm sure this baby is going to be thirsty more than anything else. So I'm going to try and put the water bowl in there. There we go. I do have some kind of moss stuff to go in the bottom here. It's quite nice. I did have some, I put my hands on it. I do have a nice, okay, I'm going to pop this leaf around here as well. Gives it something else. It'd go in there if it wants to. And I did have some sort of fake plant somewhere. I cannot put my fingers on it. Don't know if this is going to be too much. Let me have a little look, because I want him to find his water bowl. I don't want the moss in the water bowl. So I'm taking that out, guys. Not afraid to rearrange my little setup if I want to. But I'm trying to give this little baby some sort of things to climb upon. So if I can try and see if I can wedge that in there, and I can pop the stick in front of that like that. A bit of leaf litter in there. I can try and just dig that in a bit more. So what I could do is put some drops water as well on the leaves. So I think that should be alright, to be honest. Might look a little bit busy, but the spider will probably be spending most of its time higher up. So I'm gonna try and give it a nice few drops on here as well, guys. Just concerned that the baby's not had anything to drink for a good few days, so I'll put some water on there as well. Now I don't know how I'm going to move the little baby. It is sitting right on the top here, so I'm thinking of if I could do something like this, or even if it comes out and goes into here, I can still catch him or her in this side of the pot, because then when it goes in there, I can then join the two bits together. So we're going to do this gently. It is right sitting on the lid, so I've got to be very, very careful moving this off. I would love it if it just went down. Sorry guys, you're not seeing anything, are you? Let me move that there for a minute. See if I can do it like this around the camera. So what I'm going to do is tip this upside down. Okay. Let's have a look, see if we can zoom in on the baby. There it is, beautiful thing. Now I might pop this over the top like that. So this way, because I don't want to, the baby's had a busy journey and I don't want it to sort of like be overly stressed out. Well, the only other thing I could possibly do is try and encourage the baby to go into there. Come on, sweetheart. There we go. So the baby is in there. So what I can do now is put the other part in there, line up the right alignments. Oh, sorry baby. And pop it in like this. And that's the baby housed. It's just sitting there. So, and now it's, I think it's now up the top again. So, there. It is in there, guys. You saw it go in. So what we're going to do is try and see. I think that went all right, to be honest. I was a little bit nervous, to be honest, because not because of the spider. I'm just nervous because I don't want to hurt it, you know, because they're so beautiful and little, and I just think, oh no, I don't want to hurt the little thing. But yeah, it is in its little home now, and it's got water. It has got lots of substrate. It's still sitting down there, having a little think about what it wants to do. Don't know if I can. If I pop it on the table now, if I move this, don't need that anymore. I can try and see if I can come down a bit, and we can see if we can have a little look. It is right at the back there. There it is. Look at that little thing, isn't it fascinating? This is my first ever jumping spider. So Jeremy, thank you so much, mate. Sorry it's so blurry, guys. Let me just move things out of my way. There we go. So it's my first ever jumping spider. Absolutely beautiful, and I think this is a nice little setup, don't you think? I hope it's gonna enjoy his life there. So that's really, really cool. So I really would like to thank Jeremy of Jeremies Wild Worlds. If you've not checked out his channel, please do. Jeremies Wild World. It's a great channel. He does do some tarantulas, but he does mostly do true spiders and things like that. So yeah, and I'm absolutely dead chuffed to finally get a jumping spider in the collection. So thanks to him. Don't know if we're going to see it again. We did get a couple of little glimpses of it. Seemed very happy. I'll leave it today, and tomorrow I've got some locusts. I've got hatchling locusts. So they're tiny little hatchlings. So I'm going to drop a couple of them in there with the spider, because this has this on the top, which is almost like a little feeding vent. You can sort of lift it up and sort of drop little bits of food in. Or if the spider has come to the top, which I'm expecting it to do, I will take the lid off and just sort of like drop food in. I think it's gathering little drops of water. Yeah, it looks like it's having little drops of water that I've put on the side of the container. There is a little water bowl in there. But that's another thing you can do. You can drop little drops of water in via this little holes and stuff. So it's quite a nice little container, this. Look at him having a drink. Beautiful. So yeah. I'm going to call him Rodney. I think that suits him, or her. If it's her, it's still going to be Rodney. So I'm going to let it settle in for a little while before I even attempt putting any food in. This sort of size, you can probably feed it really tiny crickets, fruitless flies, maggots, tiny little mealworms. Like I said, I've got hatchling locusts, which I've brought, and I've been feeding them to my little Carabiner Versicolor sling, and it seems to quite enjoy it. So that's what I'm going to be feeding this little baby. It's just sorting itself out. Look, bless his heart. So thanks, Jeremy, for this amazing spider. Absolutely dead chuffed to get it into my collection. I'm so sorry if you didn't see a lot of the actual rehousing, guys, but the safety of the spider comes first with my big clumpy hands. Absolutely made up with this spider. Look at his little face, look. Poor little Rodney. His little hairy back, how cute is that? I would like to thank a few YouTubers out there, if I can. That's Mark the Spider Guy, Unusual Pets, Unseen Universe, RS Designs, Incredible Inverts Other Animals, Scott's Inverts, Tina Deep Blue Sea, Robbie's Talking Teas, Dave's Little Beasties, and Tom's Big Spiders, all great channels. And I'm sorry if I've left any of you off. Check out Moon Over Miami as well. That's another great channel. Till next time, guys, look after yourself, look after one another, and I really hope I'll see you all soon.